Do you see things turning out badly? Or do you see things turning out great? Today, I want to break down the importance of the feeling of anticipation that we all experience in different situations so that you can transform yourself and your performance to become more intelligent and become a champion at almost anything. Essentially, every emotion is nothing but a message that is influencing how you think, feel, and act in any given situation. Know this, that if you understand and embrace your emotions and be constantly aware of how they are impacting you and the people around you in any given situation, you are guaranteed to see higher performance in every area of your life. Keeping that in mind, every emotion impacts us by telling us a message in these two ways. Number one, it asks us a question. And on basis of that, it does this. Two, influences our behavior. It influences what kind of results we see. And if we are to see high performance results, we need to have a better understanding of our emotions. Emotional intelligence is key. Anticipation is what we typically experience whenever we have performed a certain way at something. Good or bad, anticipation plays such an important role and makes us feel this sense of expectation as to what is coming. This is the question that we typically ask ourselves whenever there is something that we are anticipating. And how does it impact how we influence our behavior? What eventually comes at the end of it? This is what anticipation tells us, that looking beyond what is currently there, the influence that has on our behavior is so strong. Because let's say I have performed badly at my exam. What is my anticipation going to be? Not only with regard to my results, but the larger goal that I have set for myself. This is where anticipation plays such an important role. Because if I know I have performed badly, my anticipation will be, I'm going to get bad results. If I have performed badly in a business meeting, I know the business deal is not going to work out. If I haven't performed well in a match, I know that my coach isn't going to be happy. Here is such an important thing, because we always experience this feeling of anticipation. What is going to come my way? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Is it going to be painful? Is it going to be pleasurable? We ask ourselves these questions all the time, but becoming more aware of what anticipation means, that is the most important thing, because the influence when we look at anticipation is nothing but this: looking beyond what is actually there. If I only look at my bad result here that I'm going to get because I didn't write my exam well, if I'm only going to look at this, I am not looking at the larger perspective of the career that I want to develop for myself. If I'm looking at this performance, this bad performance in this one very important tournament, if I'm looking only at this and I'm not looking at the larger perspective of what I want to become, whom do I want to be, appreciated as a really great player, someone who achieved great things. And lastly, if I am focusing on myself as a failure, I only see myself as this. What does it do to what I anticipate from myself? Versus I see myself as someone who is going to rise from this. I'm going to come out of this. I am not going to allow this fear of my poor performances in the past hold me back, and I'm going to channel it towards doing something more productive. That is the kind of anticipation that you need to create in your life. A positive anticipation, a realistic optimism that you don't see things worse than they are. You don't see things better than they are. You just see them for what they are. And now you transform them by looking at the future. How can I look beyond what is presently there? How can I anticipate this event as nothing but another event that is leading up to something bigger. How can you view the situation in that fashion? Ask yourself this question, because it's all a matter of perspective and it's a matter of focus. How do you focus on this particular situation? If you're focusing on the situation as merely something as another event that just happened, it may be positive, it may be negative, but it doesn't take away, or it is leading up to the larger goal, and it's not going to stop you, good or bad, towards getting to what you want, then systematically everything falls into place. Your sense of anticipation doesn't change because you are looking beyond this particular event. That's the kind of perspective you want to create. That's the kind of focus you want to have. The focus systematically tells me that, okay, now this person is looking at the situation in a negative way. What are the kinds of actions you're going to take if your focus is only on the negative, only on the things that didn't work out? It's not going to help you take more action. It's not going to help improve the belief. It's just going to create the belief that this is all I am. I don't have more potential than this. It translates into everything. That's why focus is so important, and focusing on the right things so that you can anticipate big results for yourself. Anticipate that your training is going to pay off and be channeled towards something bigger to see higher performance. This is what you need to do. Create that sense of anticipation in your life that, yes, I am going to channel this event towards my larger goal. That's how anticipation works. Anticipation is one of those emotions that can either make or break us in terms of our long-term goals. So what is your long-term goal? Do you have a long-term goal in place? Create that long-term goal right now if you haven't already, because that long-term goal is always going to be that unshakable thing that this is my dream, this is what I want to become, and no event at any point of time in my life is going to stop me from reaching that goal. This is the kind of perspective that you want to have. Don't ever lose focus on your larger goal. Don't ever lose focus on your larger goal. Focus on the things that really matter. Focus on the support you have. Focus on what gives your life meaning. Keep all of this in mind and have a positive sense of anticipation. Have realistic optimism with regard to how you view a situation, and you are going to see higher performance. I guarantee you this. If you found this video useful, make sure you leave it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Tell me what you understood from this video. What are the takeaways that you found were or value on this video? And of course, leave me a question. Tell me what you want to see in future videos. What is it that you eventually want to see yourself becoming? What is your long-term goal? Let's try and create some kind of understanding of that. Write that down in the comment section. And of course, remember that on this channel, we are dedicated every single day to making you the best version of yourself by having you perform better, empowering you, and feeling motivated to ultimately become the best version of yourself and perform like a champion. That is my goal for you. If you want all that, hit the subscribe button, turn on bell notifications, watch all of the videos that are there down below that are designed to help transform your life. Share this video if you found it useful with your friends. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, or on WhatsApp. I really appreciate it. Let's create that community together. This is Vikram signing off, and I'll see you in the next session.